Hi, welcome to our channel Shah Computer Education Center. In this tutorial, we will learn how to create a simple number puzzle game in Excel with the help of VBA. So I hope you have already played this game in your childhood, but still today it's a popular game and we will learn how to create this. So first let's see a small demo how this works in Excel file. After that we will learn how to create this. So this is a new game button. Whenever you click this new game button, you can see the number shuffled here. You can see here. And whenever you click new, the timing start from 0 you can see here. And after that, whenever we click a cell, suppose we click 3, it will shift to this blank cell in this way. And you have to make a series from 1 to 8 within this board. So if you want to pause the game, click here, you can see the timing has stopped. And whenever you click in this cell, the timing starts again. In this way, this file works. So in this tutorial, you will learn how to shuffle the numbers within the range, how to copy the numbers or copy the shading colors of the cells, how to copy the shading colors of the cells, and count the moves you have made and these time levels. So let's begin this tutorial. So first we will create a board for the game. So let's create it. So in this way you have to create the board, make these cells little bigger and square so that it looks good. Okay, so done. Now select this single range and click here. You can see we have made a border. Then click the format painter and drag it to all the 9 cells. So the board is made. Now, our first work is to create a VBA code so that whenever we select a cell, the value of this cell moves to another cell. So, let me make it clear that when we select a cell, then this cell value will be copied to this cell or this cell or this cell, whichever is blank. So, this can be done with the help of VBA selection change event. So first let's open the Visual Basic, press Alt or F11 and now here in the sheet double click. So we got the page for the sheet. Now select worksheet. By default we got selection change. So we have a code, just we'll paste it and I will show you how that code will work. So this is the code. You can see here I have made everything a comment because I want to remove each single quotation and make you understand line by line. Selection change event I have given, this one is a declaration, I will make you clear later. First, if not intersect target range I4 to K6 is nothing, then that means this is the range from I4 to K6. So let me remove this and the closing end if. So if not intersect target I4 to K6 is nothing, then that means if I make selection within the range K I4 to K6, then this code will run. After that, if not target count greater than 1, then exit sub. That means whenever we select two cells, then it may give a error. That's why I will put this one. That means if we select two cells, then it will exit the sub, nothing will happen. Then if range A1 equal to 0, then call timer end if. So I have not yet created the timer macro, that's why I will not remove the comment, let it be as it is. After that, range K8 equal to range K8 plus 1. That means whenever this event starts, then the value of K8 will be changed. So what will be the value? The value within the K8 plus 1. That means this is the K8. So if the value of K8 is 0, then the value will change to 0 plus 1, 1. So this will calculate the moves within the board. That means when I click within a cell, then this value of this cell will move to another cell and that will be counted here. So then remove this. Okay, let's check. Sorry, not this one, this one. So let's check. If I click here, you can see the value is changed to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In this way, when I select a cell, the cell value will add 1. Then, if target dot offset 0, 1 dot value equal to blank and target dot column less than 11, then the target dot offset 0, 1 value equal to target dot value and target dot offset 0, 1 interior color equal to 18 and target value equal to blank and target interior color index equal to 0. So what does this mean? So this is if target dot offset, that means if I click in this cell, so this is the target cell and now it is checking that if target dot offset 0, 1, 0 is row number and 1 is column number. That is, if row 0, that means it will not move down, it will remain in this row and it will check the next column, this is blank or not. If this is blank and the column number is less than 11, so J is 10 and this is 11. So if I click here, then the value will move to here. So you can see here, if this logic is correct, then the target dot offset value equal to target value. That means then this cell's value will be this cell's value. Let's check it. First I will put some value here. So for that I have to pause the code and type here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So select this one, then make it bold, take Arial, make it middle center. Okay. Now I have to check this one. So again click here. Now the code is running. So remove this one. So first thing is the value of the target dot offset 0, 1. That means this cell's value. If this cell is blank, then the value of this cell will be copied to this cell. And target dot offset interior color index is 18. That means background color of this cell will be changed to index color 18, that is violet color. And the target value will be blank and target interior color index equal to 0. That means this is the target cell. So the value will be blank and color will be white. So to check it, let's click here. So here I have to remove this code also because I have moved the comment from here. So I have to also close the if. Okay, now click here. You can see it moves to here. Now it's not moving down, it's moving this side. This is also moving this side. That means we have made the code for moving to the right, not to the left. Now this part, else if this logic is not correct, then it will check this logic. So the logic is target cell dot offset 0. That is, it will not check the next row, it will check the same row, but column will be on the left side -1. That means if this is the target cell, then it will check this column. So if this cell is blank, then and greater than 9, remember this is the 9 cell. That means if this is greater than 9, that means this cell and this cell. So if the cell is within these two columns, then it will move to left on the left hand side. So you can see here, then the value will be copied to the next left hand side cells, and the index color of the interior also change, and the target value is 0 as same we have seen in this case, and the interior color of the target cell will be white. So remove all this code. Okay, now let's check it. Click here, you can see the number is moving on the left hand side. So we have created the code for moving on the left side and right side. Now we will create the code to move it to the downward. So here you can see else if target.offset ones, this is a row for moving the row downward, and this is 0 because the column will remain same. That means if the target.offset 10.value equal to blank, that means if we click here, this is the target cell, and it will check that this cell one row down on the same column, it is blank or not. If it is blank, and it will also check if the row number is less than 6. So you can see here it is shown less than 6. Then if this condition is true, then the target dot offset 1 comma 0 dot value, that means this cell's value will be target cell's value. So if the logic is correct, then this target cell's value will be copied to this cell, and the color of this cell will change to this color, and this target cell's value will be blank and color will be white. So you can see here the same condition is given here. So remove this comments. Okay, so let's check it. Click here, you can see it's going down, but it's not going up. For the last code is for moving the cell value to the upper side. So last code is if targeted offset -1, row -1, that means it will check the row above. If this cell is blank and greater than 4, then it will move. So you can see here it is greater than 4 and this value is blank. So remove these codes. Okay, now you can see if this logic is correct, then target dot offset one row above same column equal to target value. So you can see this value will be copied to this cell. You can see it's moving. Now everything is done. You can see everything is moving. So up to this we have made. So we have done our first job. It means to move the numbers from one cell to another. Very simple. Now we will do a code for shuffling this number. So what is that code? Let's check it. First go to Visual Basic and we will create a macro. Insert module, and here we will paste the code. So this is the code. So we have declared some variables, that is ws as worksheet, bn as integer, tn as integer, n as integer, r as integer, and c as integer. First we set the ws equal to this workbook.activesheet. That means whenever we put ws, that will mean that we are working in the active worksheet. Now bn equal to 0 and tn equal to 8. That means we have to put the number from 1 to 8, but we have taken an extra number 0, and we will shuffle the number from 0 to 8. Here we have 9 cells, so there should be 9 numbers from 0 to 8. And now to shuffle this number, first we'll clear these cells. Let's check here. ws.range, ws means active worksheet, I put to k6 equal to blank. Let's check here. We have run the code. You can see everything is cleared. And here for R equal to 4 to 6 and C equal to 9 to 11, that is column number and row number. Our column number start from 9 to 11 and row from 4 to 6. You can see here row for 4 to 6, 4, 5, 6, and here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9, 10, 11. That's why I have put the R for R. So actually we will start the looping for creating the shuffled numbers. So I have started the looping for R 4 to 6 and for C 9 to 11. So now I have given a check. So this is a actually marking point. You will understand later, so I am not removing the comment. And here n equal to, so n will be the shuffled number, that means a random number. So I will put the random number between 0 to 8. So worksheet function dot rand between bn comma tn. So bn is 0, tn is 8. So smallest number is 0 and largest number is 8. So we will get the value of n from 0 to 8 randomly. Now if worksheet function dot count if ws range i4 to i6 comma n greater than 0, then so that means if we will here we are counting the number of n, that means the value of n will be suppose 6. So we will count, is there any 6 within this range I4 to K6? If we get greater than 0, that is 1 or 2, any, that means we have a number within this range. So we will not take this number, will again shuffle the number. So for that reason I have written here go to check. So it will again go here and change the number for n value, and again it will check, and if again it gets the result of count if greater than 0, then it will again go to check, and if we get a 0 value, then it will change the number. So let's see. So first here in the locals, press F8 to see the value of n in this way. So sorry, here we have started the for, so we have to also open the next, this one, next for C, next for R. Okay, and if, so here is a if, so we have to also remove this one for if, close the if. So now we will press F8. You can see general number started this code, and here bn equal to 0, tn equal to 8, and now here n equal to 5. You can see here, and now it will check if there is any 5 or not. So we do not have 5 here, so it will continue the code to here, else ws dot cells rc dot value equal to n. So r is, you can see 4, so row number is 4 and c equal to 9, column number 9. So column number 9 is I, so I4 equal to n. So I4 n equal to, here you can see 5. So value of I4 will be 5. Let's see, let's make it smaller. So press F8. You can see here we got 5. Then end if. Then next C. Then it will move here to C here. Now you can see the value of C has changed to 10. So now it will put here. So now the n value of n became 2. You can see now we will put 2. Then the value of became 11. And now here n is 2. Now here it will change. So it got 3. And in this way, it will continue to check every cell. So now again here n equal to 5. So it moves the value to check and it's checking again. So it becomes 0. So now it will put as 0. And again it will move to here n. Now n becomes 5. So we already have 5. So the value of this will be greater than 0. And it will move it to check. You can see here, go to check. Again 7. Now it is unique. It will put the value here. Next, again it will change 4. So we do not have 4. So it will put the value 4. Now again the value of n equal to 6. We do not have 6. So put here 6. You can say it's 6. In this way it will continue. Now the 2, we have 2. So in this way now its value is 8. Okay. Now last is 9. Okay. 1. So we have got all the numbers. Now move this one here. So now here from R again we are looping this R and C. So because we do not need 0 here, that's why we'll remove this 0 and make it a blank. So it will check every cell that if its value is 0 or not. So that's why we are looping the value and check if the value is 0. So if RC equal to 0, then RC equal to blank. You can see. So I will press F8. You can see it's checking. So it become blank. Now it will come in the next cell. So now it will change the values interior color. So the range from I6, I4 to I6 interior color equal to color index 18. So this is the color index 18. So the total color index will become this color. You can see everything is colored same. Now this line, that is range I4 to K6 special cells, Excel cell type blank. That means if any cell within this range is blank, then interior color index equal to 0. That means white. So let's check it. So we got to selection change here. Just press F8 to bypass it. And now you can see here it got blank and white in color. Now here ws dot range k8 equal to 0. So this one is k8. So here the value will be 0 when we click the new game button. So that's why, so this cell will be 0 and the timing range will also be 0. So this is k9. So press F8 to check. You can see it becomes 0 and here for k9 the times came 0. So we have created the code for shuffling these numbers and making this two cells value 0. Okay. So now we will create a button here. So here select a shape, type here new game. Okay. Now make it center middle, bold, Arial, font size little bigger, change the color of this button, more color, custom 153, 51, 102. Okay, now make it 3D. Okay, now right click on this cell and click assign macro and select the general num. Okay, now click here, you can see number is shuffling. Now we will create a timer and stop timer code. So again, let's go to Visual Basic and At the end, we will paste the code. So this is the timer code. So here you can see the code is given, but remember at the top you should write public interval as date, and here dim WS as worksheet and set WS equal to this workbook that active sheet that we have already done for generating the or shuffling the numbers in previous code. And ws dot range equal to a1. That means when this timer starts, then range a1 value equal to 1. And if we want to add 1 second to the timer, we have to type range k9 dot value equal to the value of range k9 plus time value, this is 1 second. And suppose we have paused the timer anytime after when the timer will start. Now plus now will be the pause time of this value and plus 1 second. Application dot on time interval timer. That means the timer will again start and it will run with 1 second. Okay, and this is stop timer. So here what we'll do, same it is declared and the range a1 value equal to 0. That means when we start the timer here it will be 1 and when we stop the timer here the value will be 0. And application dot on timer earliest time interval procedure timer, that means this is the procedure, and when we click the button for pause then this code will run and this procedure schedule equal to false. So we have created the timer and stop. Now we have to remove the comment from the this code. So here call timer is off. So this code, this comment will I will make it normal code. And here this is the result part. So I will show you. Okay. So when we start playing, sorry here end if without if. Okay, make it a station. Okay. Now, so we got the shuffling numbers and here the timer already started. You can see here, just we have to format this one. So how we will format? Right click, format cell. Here just put and S. Okay, you can see here the timer is showing 12 second, 13 second, 14 second, like this way. And we will create a button here. Just copy this button only by holding the control button, right click, assign macro, assign this stop timer. Okay, so as this timer started, you can see here a1 becomes 0 and we have to rename this one. Okay, now when we click pause, you can see the timer stopped and this value becomes 0. Again when we start playing, you can see the timer started, pause, stopped, playing, started, 1, and this way is everything is changing. So we have created the timer also. Now we will create the result. So we have to remove the comment from here. You can see this one. If range I4 equal to 1, J4 equal to 2, K4 equal to 3, I5 equal to 4. In this way, as you can see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In this manner I have written. So just remove this code and also this one and this one. So if this sequence is correct, then called stop timer. That means when you have made this range accurate, then the timer will get stopped. And here I have given 1 second delay, that is application.wait now. So now the time now plus 1 second, that means it will delay 1 second to run this code. So here I have declared min equal to format range k9.value nn. So this is the formatting of minute nn, and this is the formatting of seconds. So I have formatted k9, that is this one, this value, as you can see here, as minute. So it will show 200, and this will show the second, and here tm equal to minute. So minute is, suppose we have got 2 minutes, so 2 minutes into 60, 120 plus seconds, suppose 10 seconds, so it will be 130, total 130 seconds. So it will show, if we have 2 minutes 10 seconds, so tm will show 130 seconds. And here mv is equal to application.worksheet function round. So this will make a round off of tm divided by k8. K8 is number of moves. So timing is divided by number of seconds is divided by number of moves, comma 4. So here you can put 2, and then we'll get the message, great, you made it. And this is for breaking the line within the message. So just remove all this one to, okay, everything is fine. Now you can see new game. Okay, here these variables are not set, because here just remove this one, dim mean as integer. Okay, now click new game. You can see timing is 00. Here 0 moves. Now start playing games. In this way you have to play and make a sequence. Now the last move you have to made. Yes, now you can see after 1 second we got a message, great, you made it. Total moves 28, total time is 0 second, time taken per move is 0. Maybe this one is not working, that's why we have done this way. Okay, no problem, the time will work. So get new one. Okay, so this is all for today. So we learned how to make a number puzzle game very easily. I hope you have understood this tutorial very well, and if you have any questions regarding this tutorial, you can ask me in the comment section. So on the next week we will learn to create another game, that is for the kids to learn the color names within the Excel with the help of VBA. That tutorial will also be very interesting. So I hope you have enjoyed this tutorial. So please hit the like button and do not forget to subscribe our channel, and also press the bell button so that you can get notifications when I upload new videos for you. So thanks for watching the video till the end. See you soon in the next tutorial.